The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Manning now on first down. And Walker has it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's first and goal. Now Manning. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 30 base.
Check 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check it back.
Hard.
Slam. He's coming.
Defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
59.
Christone, Travis.
He's checking.
Now.
Scratch. You got tape.
Hey, Sam off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, set.
59. Watch the pass.
Get it.
A first down carry for Smith. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much damage. After that, as he's brought down.
4 yards
on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gates, the intended receiver there. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Delta. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Ready?
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go right here.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 5.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm coming after you. Check 43. Mike, check.
Go.
59. Strip the ball.
Bam. 2.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey. On 10.
They'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come to my work. We won't.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, exit.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's got his man close. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Colts first down.
10 logo.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
We go. 30 base.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready.
52, black 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Manning. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, dude. 5.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 96 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to some...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check, 59. 3 bucks.
Go. Rock it.
Shit. Hey, watch this.
Back to throw here. And this one complete to Virgil Green. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Look, squeeze.
Check 99. Kill. Shit, watch the shit.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, it's Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Working from the gun, Manning. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw.
Right here, right here.
Greystone, travel. 2.
And the catch made by Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Topper, topper.
59, Mike, check 59.
Let's make this move. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike's back.
On first down, Manning. This will be caught by Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
5.
To throw, it's Manning. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Foxtrot. Pilot, 64, weak.
59, Mike, check 59. I got him. Mike 5'9", Watch the run.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, check 59. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Now.
Throwing now is Manning. Gates with a grab. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. 22 jet bombers.
From the gun, Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Go, go. 5.
Here's a second and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
Check 59.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. He's going deep for Brown. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Set. 50. Plant.
I'm on.
Hey, exit.
Mike spot 9. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, check. 59. I got one.
Yo, cheetah. Yes. Hit it.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Zoom, recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now.
59, check, 59.
Bam.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. But he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They keep it with Smith on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
Mike is 59.
Hey, wahoo!
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, check.
Shoot!
On second and 12, Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
High 7.
Operating from the gun, Manning. That's complete to Smith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high.
85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him. Watch him. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
From the gun, Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they poured them by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Hit it.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw again. Manning. And that's complete to Gates. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Manning. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And Walker has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Ready?
Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Manning. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set, ready? 8, read.
I can't believe they let you play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Manning now on 1st down. He's got his man Cruz. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Now Manning again. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Gates, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Throwing again. Manning. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now, a chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 15 run. 15 run.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.